Most CarPlay adapters seem like tiny, boring dongles that only copy your phone screen. But we found a different one that actually feels like a proper little media box. Over the past few days, we've been using this wireless CarPlay adapter called the Carluex Pro Plus 2.0, a new multimedia AI box. It runs Apple CarPlay and Android Auto wirelessly, native Android 13, and has some other pretty interesting features. We got it hooked up, found the setup quick, and in today's video, we're breaking down what it does, how it performs, and whether it's worth adding to your setup. We'll put the purchase link down in the description in case you want to grab one for yourself. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get started. Alright, let's see what we got. Here, inside the box, we found the main device, a braided cable, and a USB A to C adapter. So basically everything you need to get started. We also grabbed a few extras from their website just to make things easier. As you can see, we got an HDMI to mini HDMI cable so we can plug it in directly. We also got an additional USB A to USB wired braided cable with its adapter, a 32 gigs of micro SD card for extra storage, a micro SD card reader, and then the two bigger items are a magnetic car holder to keep the device organized, and this AirMouse Bluetooth remote. So those were everything we got. Now let's get into the details. So here's the AI box. Packaging seems neat, and all are packed tight. We must say, the design is simple, and looking over the AI box itself, it's roughly the same size as most AI boxes. Got a nice squared-off design. There's a dial that looks like a compass, though it doesn't light up. We do get some LEDs at the bottom that turn on once the unit is powered. On one side, we found a USB-C port for power, and a micro HDMI port to send video to another display, whether that's a car HDMI screen or even a TV or monitor, which will be helpful if we're using it outside the car. There's also a TF card slot and a SIM card slot. Underneath, we like that it has a heatsink and some passive cooling. And the NA marking here. So it basically shows this model is for North America. Now, up on top, there's a reset switch. Inside, it's running a Snapdragon 6125, Android 13, and Carlux OS 2.0. So it must feel snappy with zero lag, which we'll see later. Though, we've actually tried a lot of Android retrofit units in older cars, and this is easily one of the smoother ones. Setup was simple. Plug it in, we have to wait about 20 to 30 seconds, and the Carlux dashboard pops up. From there, just connect to Wi-Fi, tether your phone, or load apps from a micro SD, and we're good to go. Now, let's jump to see how well this adapter performs. So, we've got the AI box adapter here, ready to get plugged in. Okay, after plugging in, right, that's the main menu. Now let's start by streaming YouTube. We got the app up quickly, and it opens instantly thanks to that Snapdragon processor. We found that videos run smoothly in 1080p at 60 frames per second, with just a tiny audio delay of about 80 milliseconds. But it's barely noticeable when watching normally. Audio comes through clear, stereo support is solid, and overall playback feels really good. When we tried some benchmark-based footage, we noticed a little stutter here and there, but honestly, during casual watching, it's not a problem at all. Next, we jumped into Netflix. We like that the app loads quickly and plays content without much buffering. We found it especially handy when parked somewhere or on a long trip. You can actually enjoy full streaming apps without needing your phone. We also tried Google Maps. We got navigation running, and it's very smooth and responsive. Directions don't pass through to the instrument cluster or HUD, which is expected for an AI box. But we like how easy it is to follow the map right on the display. One feature we really like is the HDMI output. We found this really unique for an AI box, especially at this price. Rear seat passengers can watch mirrored content on a secondary screen, or you can even use it as a smart TV box at home. Video playback is great up to 4K at 30 frames per second, but 4K at 60 frames per second struggles. 1080p at 60 frames per second works perfectly. And if we plug the Carlux into a TV or monitor, the remote becomes an essential. We found it quite intuitive and responsive with almost zero delay. The built-in keyboard on the back makes typing actually easy, and the air mouse function lets us move through the interface just by waving the remote. Gotta say, one of the best parts of this device was the split-screen mode. We got Maps on one side and Spotify on the other, and it's pretty easy to set up. We just select apps, save the layout, and it launches right in split-screen mode. We really like that, and we can adjust the ratio for each app as well, which makes multitasking really convenient when parked or just relaxing in the car. Alright, now talking about our Android Auto and Apple CarPlay experience. This was honestly a smooth experience for us. For Android Auto, we connected it, and it paired really fast and stayed connected. Plus, while driving, there were not even any annoying drops. We were moving between Google Maps, music, and calls, and everything responded the way it should. Nothing actually felt slow, which we really appreciate, and that's exactly what people want when they're on the road. Now, for Apple CarPlay, the connection was pretty quick as well. As soon as it paired wirelessly, it was ready to go. As you can see, the animations look clean, and it actually feels very natural when we're switching between apps. There's no awkward lag. We got smooth transitions the whole time. So, for basic driving stuff like navigation, music, and calls, both Android Auto and Apple CarPlay worked perfectly fine for us. We kept switching back to the Carlux built-in UI. Jumping between Android Auto, CarPlay, and the native interface is pretty smooth, and the Carlux UI just feels more flexible. It also works with most head units that support a display, so compatibility hasn't been an issue for us at all. So here's our verdict after using the Carluex Pro Plus 2.0 as a daily driver. Overall, it's a solid piece of kit. Everything feels snappy, apps open fast, and streaming works well for both YouTube and Netflix. Google Maps runs smoothly, and we find the remote control convenient. Plus, the setup process is quick as well. If we talk about the audio and video quality, which we can say are good for daily use, and it actually feels more reliable than a lot of other Android retrofit units we've tried in older cars. Price-wise, this model usually goes for around $340, but with Christmas coming up, there's a huge discount right now. You can grab one for about $200, which is a pretty sweet deal for everything it offers. We like this one because it makes using apps, streaming, and navigation in the car easy and fun, without feeling laggy or complicated. If you're looking to upgrade your car with a smooth, feature-packed AI box, then we'd definitely say you can go for this one. It's worth it. Alright, that's all for today. If you want to check this thing out, links are down in the description. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let us know what rig you're running it in. And as always, we'll see you next time.